and Mr. G-Man. I've got my little magic board here. It's not really magic, it's just you can put something on there and erase it, it disappears. It's funny. Yesterday I was playing out in the grass with my little friend, and there was a golden ladybug that had all these little black spots. So of course I wanted to feel it. I thought it was my friend. So I crawled up my arm. It bit me. It wasn't a friend, it was a fiend. This is how we spell the word fiend. A fiend is someone who is very mean. What's going to happen if we add one letter to the word fiend? The letter R. Check it out. Friend. We don't want to be fiendish to people. We want to be friendly. Once upon a time there was a man that was from Greece, and his name was Aristotle. And he writes about one of his friends named Aesop. And Aesop was a slave. Slavery of every kind is mean and fiendish. Aesop is credited, though, with writing a lot of stories that encouraged children. And at the end of each story, there was a moral to the story. So I have a special story here called The Lion and the Mouse. The Lion and the Mouse. A lion lay asleep in the forest, his great head resting on his paws. A timid little mouse came upon him unexpectedly, and in her fright and haste to get away, ran across the lion's nose. Roused from his nap, the lion laid his huge paw angrily on the tiny creature to kill her. "Spare me," begged the poor mouse. "Please let me go, and someday I will surely repay you." The lion was much amused to think that a mouse could ever help him. But he was generous and finally let the mouse go. Some days later, while stalking his prey in the forest, the lion was caught in the toils of a hunter's net. Unable to free himself, he killed the forest with his angry roaring. The mouse he filled the forest with his angry roaring. The mouse knew the voice and quickly found the lion struggling in the net. Running to one of the great ropes that bound him, she gnawed it until it parted, and soon the lion was free. "You laughed when I said I would repay you," said the mouse. "Now you see that even a mouse can help a lion." The moral of this story is that a kindness is never wasted, no matter how small. Sometimes I feel small. I feel unimportant, like that little ladybug. But people like Aesop assures us that we're not too small to be kind. I have my basket of goodies and treasures. And I have a letter, a special letter from a friend named, well, it's about Miss Meadow. And she reminds us that kindness matters every day. It was a letter written from her teacher about something that she did that was very important. Kind of makes me cry, actually. It's from Mrs. B, and it says, "Hi, Mr. Dad and Mrs. Mom. I just wanted to take a minute and let you guys know what a sweetheart Meadow is. I have a student who has had to eat peanut butter and jelly from the cafe for quite a while because she isn't bringing lunch money. Well, today she had her white bag of peanut butter and was looking a little lost trying to find a place to sit and unhappy about having the peanut butter and jelly. I talked to her for a minute about some things and then went to get my tray. When I got back, she and Miss and Meadow were talking to the lunch lady that takes the kids' money and lunch cards. Mrs. M and I called Meadow over and asked her if she paid for this other child's lunch, and she said yes. I asked her where she'd gotten the money, a little bit worried it was supposed to be for something specific. And she said she had gotten it from losing a tooth, and she gave this other student $5, and they put the entire amount on her lunch account, so the other student was able to get a regular tray. It was the sweetest, most thoughtful thing. I told her how sweet it was, as did Mrs. M, and Mrs. M had to fight back the tears. Whew, like me. It was just a precious gesture, and I thought you guys would like to know. Thanks so much for sharing your daughter with us, Mrs. B. Thank you, Miss Meadow, for showing us what a friend does and what being kind is like. So do you have a story of kindness to tell us? You can tell us about something that someone did for you. Send it to mimijoknow@gmail.com. I have a song I want to sing for you. Oops. I think that you'll recognize this song. It was written by a very kind man. It's you I like, not the things you wear, not the blah. I forgot it. It's you I like. I'll pretend I'm singing to you, Meadow. Not the things you wear. It's not the way you do your hair, but it's you I like. The way you are right now, way down deep inside you. Not the things that hide you, not your toys. They're just beside you. It's you I like, every part of you. Your skin, your eyes, your feelings, whether old or new. I hope that you'll remember even when you're feeling blue, that it's you, you yourself, it's you. It's you I like. So do you know who that was written by? It was written by Mr. Rogers. This is something that my friend made me. She's a shepherdess. Look, it's like a heart. It's only made with sticks, but there was so much love in it that I will keep it forever. Well, I think with all this kindness going on, it's time to shake things up a little bit. See ya.